What's up, guys? This is Cory. Welcome to CNA Films and Animation. Well, today is Halloween, and happy Halloween to everybody. Well, for today's video, I'm going to have a top 10 list. I really wasn't sure what kind of video I wanted to do for Halloween. Initially, I thought about doing a review of John Carpenter's Halloween, but how cliché is that? Yeah. But, I have decided that I am going to, instead of doing like a horror movie review or something, I'm going to do a top 10 list. And really wasn't sure what top 10 list to do, top 10 favorite scary movies, top 10 Halloween movies, horror movies in general or something. But I decided that I'm going to do something a little different, and I'm going to do my top 10 favorite vampire movies. So step aside, Twilight, because you are not on this list, guaranteed. I'm going to talk about, some of my favorite vampire movies, and we'll go from there. So number 10 is 30 Days of Night. This was a film that was pretty decent. I mean, it's not the greatest vampire movie out there, but I thought that the special effects and the vampires were really neat. The story was well told, and it did a really good job. It kind of put me on the edge of my seat and was just kind of a fun, over-the-top action vampire movie. Number 9 is an 80s classic that a lot of people really like, and I like it as well, The Lost Boys. This one was just a really good, fun vampire movie. I really enjoyed the hell out of it. It's kind of a 80s classic at this point, and I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. Number 8 is Interview with the Vampire. This one had Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. And this is one of those rare movies that is more of a drama than it is a scary movie. It does a really good job. It tells a very interesting story. It's through the perspective of this guy who gets turned into a vampire, and how he learns to adapt to this new world. Very interesting film, and it's very well done, and a lot of great acting, so I do recommend it. Number 7 is an all-time classic. This one is Dracula, the 1931 film starring Bela Lugosi. What can I say? This was a fantastic vampire movie. Bela Lugosi does a fantastic job as Dracula, and absolutely really enjoy this movie. It's one of the best Universal monster movies out there, so I highly recommend it. Number 6 is a lower, not as well known vampire movie, at least from what I've seen. It's Daybreakers. This one had Ethan Hawke and Sam Neill, among other people, as well as William Dafoe. And this is a very good vampire movie. Basically it's kind of like, blood is becoming scarce. There's more vampires than there are humans. And, they basically run it like it's a 50s pub, or not pub, but 50s cafe in a way. They distribute blood and everything, but it's low. If you don't drink enough, you become this kind of scary vampire. But you become this kind of animalistic vampire. But if you get enough to sustain yourself, then you can basically be humanistic. It's a very unique film, and I really enjoyed it. Number 5 is another all-time classic. This one coming from 1922, the silent film Nosferatu. Nosferatu is a German film, if I remember correctly, and it is absolutely fantastic. I really love this vampire movie. It's one that I really enjoy and I highly recommend. Number 4 is another great vampire movie. This one's more modern. In fact, it's another foreign film, and this is Let the Right One In. And I'm going to also say Let Me In as well. That's the American remake of Let the Right One In. Both films tell the same story, but they both do a great job. It is a very dark and twisted story, but it's also a very unique one as well. I really love this movie, both films actually, and can't recommend that one enough. Sticking with another foreign film, this one coming from Korea, and that is Thirst. This one was a very unique film that I had a hell of a time enjoying watching. Yeah, it tells a unique story, very well done, and a very creepy film as well. So I highly recommend Thirst. Number 2 is a film that was directed by Robert Rodriguez, but written by Quentin Tarantino. And that is From Dusk Till Dawn, starring George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino as the Gecko brothers. They are a couple of criminals who basically are trying to escape from the United States into Mexico. When they get there, and they end up holding a family hostage, which contains Harvey Keitel, Juliette Lewis, and forgot the son's name, but they go to this bar in the middle of Mexican town, and it turns out that the bar is run by vampires. The bar is called the Titty Twister, and it's open from dusk till dawn. Very fun, very entertaining vampire movie. A lot of high-octane action, and it's one of my favorites. Now we move on to my number 1 choice, and that is the 1985 film Fright Night. I did an old versus new review of this movie, but I can't praise it more. I absolutely love this movie. It's one of those vampire movies that is just a lot of fun. It's campy. It's has the right tone and everything. The special effects and the makeup are top notch, and yeah, I absolutely love this movie. I can't recommend it enough. So tell me, guys, have you seen any of these vampire movies? What's your top 10 favorite vampire movies out there? Did I miss something that you really like? If so, tell me in the comments. Love to hear your feedback and tell me what you think of the list. Well, if you guys like this video, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe. Be sure to check out other videos. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. If you have any movie suggestions or TV suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And as always, I am Cory, and I'll see you guys in the next one.